Hello, today's video we have the following content.
Capital was criticized for its hard support. Xiao Zhan broke through with his strength. The ratings of The Lost Tomb topped the list, which aroused heated discussions. Capital can buy hot searches, but it cannot buy the remote control in the hands of the audience. The Lost Tomb broke through the circle with its strength. Xiao Zhan's skin peeled after 3 months of special training in the military camp, and the farewell scene in the rain made the anti-Japanese veterans say that there is a shadow of war in his eyes. When the post-95s refuse to watch dramas in a fast food way, the industry is voting with real money. The quotes of actors who can recite lines have increased by 40%, and those who only have fans have their quotes cut in half. At 3:30 in the morning at Hengdian World Studios, the aroma of instant coffee wafted in the dressing room. Xiao Zhan, who had just finished shooting all night, adjusted his ancient costume headdress in front of the mirror, and the screen of his mobile phone suddenly lit up. The top 3 hot searches on a certain social platform were all his new drama The Lost Tomb. This scene is very similar to the late night when The Untamed became popular 5 years ago, but this time there is a heart-wrenching joke in the comment area of netizens. Can this drama, which is supported by Capital, really break through the circle with its strength this time? Teacher Wang Hailing recently posted 3 long articles on Weibo, exposing the Capital game in the entertainment industry. This gold medal screenwriter who once wrote Iron Teeth and Bronze Teeth Ji Zhaolan said bluntly, now some crews are looking for actors like ordering dishes, not looking at acting skills but looking at the list of shareholders. This remark accurately hits the audience's pain point. Turn on the TV, and the screen is full of PPT-style costume dramas with beautiful data but people can't remember the characters. Speaking of the mystery of casting, there is a joke circulating in the circle recently. At the casting scene of a certain crew, the investor pointed to the 985 graduate on the resume and made a direct decision. The director hesitated, but this girl can't even speak the lines well. This magical realism plot has a 180-degree reversal in the crew of Legend of the Kanghae. In the casting documentary released by the crew, Xiao Zhan trained in the military camp for 3 months to get the role of a general, and was sunburned. Netizens jokingly called him using his life to rob a job. The game between Capital and art has been vividly demonstrated in 2 recent hit dramas. The fairy tale drama starring a popular star was in the top 20 on Weibo when it was first broadcast, but it scored 4.8 on Douban and was complained that the special effects were more exciting than the acting. On the other hand, the ratings of Legend of the Kanghae exceeded 2 on the first day of broadcast, and the popularity of Yoku reached the top. The most amazing thing was that the barrage was full of this lighting is enough to make a movie. A drama critic joked, this is the data that is paid with real money, not the bubble that fans stay up late to brush. The survival rules of actors are undergoing subtle changes. I remember that at an awards ceremony, veteran actor Chen Baogirl looked at the traffic stars who were receiving awards on the stage and said with a smile, we had to steal teachers when we acted, but now young people have to steal traffic when they act. Unexpectedly, his words came true. Recently, a top actor was exposed to rely on a teleprompter to memorize lines on the set, but he told fans in the live broadcast room that every role is hard work. This sense of separation made the audience unable to help but rush, not very harmful, but very insulting in the barrage. However, Capital is not a universal key. Last year, an S+ level project invested 300 million yuan, but because of the disaster of the leading actor's acting skills, advertisers collectively withdrew their investment 3 days after the broadcast. On the other hand, the business cooperation of Legend of the Tibetan Sea won 30+ national brands before it was broadcast. The producer revealed, what the brand side sees is that the actor dares to take on difficult crying scenes and can bear the heavy feeling of historical dramas. This wave of operations is simply engraved on the hot search that strength is hard currency. After all, the audience's eyes are sharp. When a certain ancient puppet drama that claimed to have record-breaking investment was made into a ghost video because of the male lead's staring acting, the highest praise in the comment area read, Capital can buy hot searches, but it can't buy the remote control in the hands of the audience. However, the general played by Xiao Zhan in Legend of the Kanghae had a farewell scene in the rain that broke the audience's defense collectively. A veteran of the anti-Japanese war left a message on the forum, this kid has the shadow of those who fought in the war back then. The signal light for the industry reshuffle has been turned on. The director of film purchase of a satellite TV station privately revealed, at the current procurement meeting, the quotes for actors who can recite the lines have increased by 40%, and the quotes for those who only have fan portraits have been cut in half. This change in wind direction can be seen most clearly in the admissions offices of major art colleges. The acting department, which was crowded with people in previous years, has 30% fewer applicants this year, but the screenwriting class has a waiting list for the first time. Standing at the turning point of the industry, Wang Haelin's warning is particularly deafening. When capital only wants a ready-made cash cow, who is willing to spend 10 years to cultivate a sapling? This reminds people of the golden age of Hong Kong movies 30 years ago. In order to play the role of the god of gamblers, Chow Yun-fat went to the casino for half a month. Andy Lau fought with the martial arts instructor on the set and tore his ligaments while hanging on the wire. Nowadays, these stupid skills seem to have become a scarce commodity in the new era. However, a turning point is quietly emerging. According to big data from a certain video platform, the proportion of viewers aged 25-35 in Legend of the Tibetan Sea reached 63%, 27 percentage points higher than the same period of dramas. This shows that when the post-95s gradually become the main consumer, they are no longer satisfied with the fast food viewing experience. As the highly praised drama review on Dubbin wrote, "We are willing to pay for a good story, but please don't treat us as fools." This awakening may allow capital to reweigh the weight of content as king. On the set in Hangdian in the evening, the extras who had finished work sat on the curb and browsed their phones. When the topic became a hot topic for the third time, a young man suddenly sighed. "When I was admitted to the Central Academy of Drama, the examiner asked me if I had any special skills. I said I could recite an actor's self-cultivation. Now that I think about it, the title of this book is really profound." The laughter that rises and falls in the night seems to hide the answer to the future of the entire industry. The appeal of the series is inseparable from the full commitment of many senior actors. Wang Ju's role as Ping Jinhao Zhuang Lion is really a classic villain in recent years. In the scene of suppressing the Kui family, he used his low voice and sharp eyes to show the cruelty of the powerful official just right. The line "This Marcus is the court" was performed quite well, revealing both an arrogant arrogance and a bit of insidiousness, which really showed his profound acting skills. Although Zhao Shangxin, played by Michelle Chen, did not appear much, her performance was really infectious and impressive. When facing family changes, the emotional level handling was really amazing. From the initial alertness, to the decisive placement of relatives later, to the final collapse after witnessing the tragedy, the emotions progressed layer by layer, which really made people empathize. Especially the performance of the pain of losing a daughter, with both heart-wrenching crying and a numb physical reaction, really showed the actor's superb skills in emotional control. Bai Bing's role of Liu Chuai is really a vivid display of versatility. As soon as she appeared on the stage, her eyes and swaying posture showed the beauty of women in the romantic field. In the scene of teaching Zhang Hai, she can immediately transform into a calm and steady wise man. The switch between the two roles is natural and smooth, which really shows the actor's mastery of the characteristics of different roles. The actors of Zhang Hai's Huan are really a good combination, showing a good performance atmosphere. The rivalry between young actors and senior old actors is full of tension, which not only highlights the personality of each actor, but also makes the overall performance more harmonious and beautiful. This good interaction in performance adds a lot of guarantees to the quality of the series. In terms of production, the drama has a particularly good control of the details of costumes, makeup and props. The clothing patterns of different officials and the hierarchical design of architectural space have all been carefully verified by history. The action scene design of this drama is very creative, cleverly combining traditional martial arts moves with power struggles, which not only has a shocking visual effect, but also promotes the development of the plot. Now the drama is getting more and more exciting, and the two storylines of the struggle between the court and the grudges in the rivers and lakes are becoming more and more closely intertwined. As more character relationships are gradually revealed, the following plot will become more complicated, and the depth of thought is also very exciting.
Thank you for watching the video. If this is your first time watching a video, please subscribe to the channel, like and leave your comments to help us develop your channel.